I am the Managing Director of Pramod Engineering. The auto feeder section is one which takes in the paper from the top and puts it on the conveyor. So you can have up to 12 auto feeder stations in order to make a complete line, and then you can collect 12 forms together. In this machine we are showing only 2 feeders, which is kind of a demo, and it can be extended up to 12 stations. This is the auto rejection system, wherein if any of the forms is missed out of the auto feeder section, the form will get automatically ejected out and will not go to stitching. Here you are only displaying 2 for 2 feeders because it is a 2 feeder machine. When you have more feeders, it will have longer row of lights. For instance, the number 2 feeder has just rejected a form, so the copy got ejected out. Then we come along to the stitching section, which is the saddle stitcher. In the saddle stitcher there is a saddle which is running at the back, and it basically pulls the copy into the stitcher section. In the stitcher section we have a 20-inch long stitcher which is capable of putting 6 staples together on a running machine at 8,000 an hour. You can have 2 staples, you can have 4 staples, or you can have 6, and you can do a 20-inch long spine copy, which can also be then later cut into 1:2 format. From the stitcher we come to the conveyor, which basically transfers the forms onto the single inline single copy 3-knife trimmer. First the leading edge of the magazine is cut, and then subsequently both the other edges of the magazines are cut. The trimmer is capable of cutting 8,000 copies an hour, and in a single shift of up to 10 to 12 hours you can get 50 to 60,000 copies, all trimmed and ready for dispatch. This is a side stitching machine which we call Glory. It is a side binding solution which is used for magazines and directories and textbooks in a major way. The machine displayed here is a 6-station version, and we can do up to 30 station gathering in one go. The machine operates at 5,000 collected books an hour, and also can offer inline 2-head stitching. I will try and explain the functioning of the machine in brief. We have a gripper mechanism which basically picks up the paper from a bin here, and the grippers are capable of picking a 60 GSM single sheet up to a 600 to 800 GSM folded signature. You can do a whole lot of activities with this machine, and we can also offer online inkjet numbering and reading for customers who have applications in bank forms and so on and so forth. The bed of the machine is all stainless steel, so there will be no rusting, and the travel movement is very smooth. The machine comes in blocks of 6 stations each, and you can expand it in blocks of 6 or 3 stations. This is the delivery section, and the delivery section basically also accommodates a stitcher. The machine is PLC controlled, so we have less of simple electronics, and it is more sturdy and smooth in operations. This is the delivery section of the machine, and the delivery section of the machine basically takes care of a stitcher, which is a 2-head stitcher, and it can stitch up to 1-inch thick books, 2 staples at a time. At the end of the line is a zigzag type accumulation of books, which can then lead to perfect binding or needle thread sewing. You can also take books without a stitch, as we are doing about here. Now we are showing the latest introduction, which is the 3-knife trimmer. It is basically used for perfect bound, needle thread or center stitched books, and can operate at 25 cycles a minute. So you basically get 25 cuts a minute, which is a reasonable speed for a high volume production for magazines or printed products. On the working, there's a 70 pile which the machine can take. It is fed into the clamp, and then the clamp goes inside automatically. The pressure comes down and it's cut on 3 sides. And it depends on the speed of the operator as how many books he can put. The cut books are pushed at the back of the tray, and a new set of books is then cut. It is a 5.5 ton machine with a very heavy hydraulic press which avoid books being moved, and also the books are aligned by the spine of the magazine of the book, so there is no error in terms of the dimensions of the final finished cut book. So the trimmer is basically suitable for magazines, diaries and other printed brochure books work. Thanks.